Can we slow down?
Brooke, we're running out of time. Gotta get to Forrester.
Well, we're almost there. Just be careful, okay? I'd like to get to this meeting in one piece.
No, we're gonna get there in one piece. There's no way that we're just taking over your company. No way, that's not gonna happen.
Dad, you can't do this. It's not right.
Rick, do you have wax in your ears? It's over. We all voted. Your mother doesn't control this company anymore.
So, Christian got a phone call telling her she had to get over to Forrester right away,
Rich said that it was an emergency.
What kind of an emergency?
I don't know, Sal, but I'll tell you, there's been a lot of tension at Forrester lately.
I know that, honey. I mean, for one thing, young Rick Forrester seems very anxious to start spreading his wings.
I think his wings are gonna get clipped.
What does that mean?
Look, the way that Ridge and Rick have been butting heads lately, I mean, it's not healthy. For the company or for the family. I mean, it's gotta stop. Because sooner or later, this thing is just gonna explode into a freaking brawl.
Kaboom, huh? You think maybe that's what's going on over there today?
I don't know, but that boardroom's gotta be an emotional battlefield. Nobody from that family is gonna be walking out of that boardroom unscathed.
No, I don't believe it. There has to be some mistake.
Brooke, the only mistake was putting Rich in charge. Give him all that power, it winds up going to his head.
Well, he did make some decisions that I don't agree with. But to take the company away, to take that away from me and my children, Rich just wouldn't do that.
Look, you can hope for the best if you want to. If it were me, I'd prepare myself for the worst, Brooke.
My mother is coming back.
It's too late. The vote's already been taken.
Oh, that vote was bull. Brooke is not incapacitated.
She wanted to take a break. She needed a few weeks to regroup, that's all.
If it was merely a vacation, why did she put Ridge in charge of the company?
Rick, your mother has taken time off before. This time's different. She's not herself now.
Oh, so what? She's vulnerable, so you steal the company from her?
Nobody stole anything. Brooke still owns most of the stock.
And when she gets back, she will still have a vote on this board.
Yeah, one lousy vote.
It's the same as the rest of us.
But she's not the same as the rest of you. She's been running this company for years.
Well, she doesn't run it anymore. I do.
Connor, thank God you're here. Where's Mom?
She's on her way.
Look, I couldn't stop the vote. Ridge changed the bylaws. You've got to do something.
Is that so? Not that it's any of your business. Brooke is my client. If there are any changes being made to her company, it's very much my business.
Well, that's just it, Connor. It's not her business anymore. And as long as I'm in charge, it won't be. Ever again.
I really don't get it. I mean, all this fighting, all this tension within family, it's really not good.
Listen, Antonio, I am an old campaigner in the Forrester Wars, so take a word of advice from me. Stay as far away as you can from what is going on over there, whatever the current status is. You and Kristen live your own lives and do not get involved in the family wars.
I don't see how that can happen, Sally. Kristen's a board member. She has to be involved.
Get her uninvolved. Maybe she should go on inactive status, at least until this problem between Ridge and Rick is resolved.
Well, that could be happening as we speak, Sally.
Sally, I wanted to speak to you. Oh, excuse me.
It's all right, Massimo. Come in. You know my designer, Antonio Dominguez.
Nice to meet you again.
Antonio, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I have something I want to do.
No, don't be silly. I was on my way out anyways.
Thank you.
What's the matter, Massimo?
Ridge is making a play on the company.
I see. Well, that explains that telephone call. Trying to set up a meeting.
He did? When?
Just a little while ago. He called. He talked to Kristen. He told her to get over to Forrester as soon as possible.
Oh, see. I knew it. I knew it. This is a nightmare. All my work, all my planning, for what? If Brooke doesn't make it back on time, Ridge is going to take over the company. And my son is going to be chained to Forrester Creations for the rest of his life. Ha!
Connor, you have to do something. You cannot let him get away with this.
I haven't gotten away with anything, Rick. The board took a legitimate vote. Jonathan, would you do the honors and show him?
You'll find everything in order, Connor. You used Brooke's power of attorney to change the company bylaws.
Small change, giving each member of the board an equal vote, regardless of how much stock he or she might own.
Small change. Transferring the balance of power from the majority stockholder to the board's largest voting bloc.
It's a more equitable system, Connor. No one person has the ability to control the entire company.
Oh, that's bull. Ridge put his wife on the board. He's got 2 votes already, and you guys aren't going to do anything to stop him. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yes, it seems that he can.
You know, it's a scam. You said Brooke was incapacitated, but she's not. She's coming back.
Amber, Brooke has not been and was not functioning as CEO of this company when we just took the vote.
I had every right to vote on her behalf.
Savvy move, Reg. Ingenious, really. Scummy, but ingenious.
Look, Connor, what's done is done. We all agreed. The resolution's been passed. It's over, Counselor.
Does that sound familiar, Connor? Ironic, isn't it? All those years ago, you said pretty much the same words to us when you took Forrester Creations away from our family. Well, what goes around comes around, pal, and today, we took it back. This meeting is adjourned.
This is not over.
Oh, but it is, Rick. Connor, when your client arrives, tell her about the proceedings, will you? And tell her we greatly appreciate her contribution to this company, and she'll always have a significant part of its history. But as of today, she's no longer the head of Forrester Creations.
Everybody stop what you're doing!
Oh, Mom, you were just in time.
What is going on here?
Well, Riz just gave me a very interesting message for you, but now that you're here, I think he should give it to you himself.
Massimo, do you think Brooke knows anything about what's going on at Forrester now?
I told Rick to call her.
She's still out of town, isn't she?
Yes, but if Ridge convenes the board, chances are she won't make it back in time.
In time for what?
The vote. Ridge is changing Forrester's bylaws, transferring power from the majority stockholder to the board.
Without Brooke's consent?
He doesn't need her consent. There is a clause in Brooke's contract giving her voting rights to a proxy if she ever proves to be incapable of fulfilling her CEO duties.
Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense.
Ridge. Ridge has Brooke's power of attorney.
And he's going to use it.
Of course he's going to use it. He's a Maroney. Anytime an opportunity presents itself, we don't hang around, we seize it.
Sorry, Massimo.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, it's a brilliant strategic move, truly inspiring. If Ridge dots all his I's, crosses all his T's. It's irreversible. Once that vote is passed, there is nothing Brooke or her children can do to reverse it.
What's going on, Ridge?
He did it, Mom. Just like I told you.
What did you do?
Obviously, you're aware I made some changes.
Yes. You canceled the bedroom line and you put Taylor on the board.
Yeah, well, today we made another change.
We?
The board of directors, the family.
He convinced them that you were incapacitated. He stole your vote.
So it's true. You used my proxy to change the bylaws.
Brooke, you are still Forrester's majority stockholder. You will continue to receive the lion's share of our profits. But all decisions concerning this company will now be decided by a majority vote of the board of directors.
The board is the ultimate authority.
That's right.
I'm sorry, Mom. I tried to stop them.
I don't believe this.
Brooke, you weren't here. Somebody had to take charge here.
I made you CEO, Ridge.
CEO without control? That's no way to run a business. Forrester needed a leader. A leader with the vision and the power to take this company back to its roots. Back to the ideals and the principles that made us successful in the first place.
Don't talk to me about principles, don't you dare!
Brooke, listen.
Did you vote for this? Let me see that, Megan. Please. Taylor. Thorne. Kristen. Eric. And Ridge. He voted for himself and for me. You betrayed me. All of you.
This was just business, Brooke. You know as well as anyone when an opportunity presents itself.
I turned my back and you stuck a knife in it.
Brooke, you left town and hell, you didn't even check in.
I went away because I needed to rest. And I asked for your help. And I thought you understood. Because that's what families do. They show each other a little compassion, a little respect. They watch out for one another. But then you're not my family, are you? You're not concerned about me. You don't care about me. And how long have you been feeling this way? How many years have you been plotting this revenge? And secretly feeling this jealousy and this bitterness? I mean, it's poisoned you. It's consumed all of you. That you could do this, that you could actually steal my company and destroy my children's legacy. That is sick.
Oh, Brooke, that's not how it happened at all.
Yes, it is, Ridge. That is how it happened. And I'll never forgive you for it. Any of you. Ever.
you've been telling me, Massimo, it sounds like there's absolutely no recourse. There's absolutely nothing Brooke can do.
She named Ridge CEO. That could be interpreted as a abnegation of power.
Which means that everything Ridge did was completely legal.
That's what makes it so ingenious. It is a perfect plan. Simple, legal, and irrefutable.
But if Brooke can't change the decision, then why did you want Rick to call her?
She can't change the decision after the fact. But if she can get there before the vote, she can show the board that she is not incapacitated. And she can reclaim her title of CEO back. And Ridge cannot vote on her behalf.
But you don't sound like you're too hopeful about that.
I told Rick to stall. I said, if you have to crash the meeting, do whatever it takes. To tell you the truth, Sally, I don't even know if they let him in the room.
Have you heard from Rick?
No.
Well, that's a good sign, isn't it? I mean, surely if everything was settled, you would have heard something.
Ridge is not going to drag his feet on this. If he finds out that Brooke is onto him, well, then he's going to act, and he's going to act fast. Unless Brooke and Rick come up with a miracle. Otherwise, Ridge is going to take over Forrester Creations, and my son is going to spend the rest of his life drawing pretty pictures. Damn it!
Brooke, I didn't do this to hurt you. And I think if you take some time and just learn to live with it, you'll see it's best.
Don't talk to me.
Well, there has to be some way to stop this.
Excuse me, Miss Logan?
Yes?
Sorry to bother you, but I heard you were in the building.
Greg, we're in a meeting here.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to let you know the project is underway.
What project?
Miss Logan asked for a full accounting of the bedroom line.
Brooke, is this the person you called?
Yes, it is.
I put together a team to track down the inventory. The sales department should have its initial report on your desk in the morning.
Very good.
You say Ms. Logan called you.
Yes, sir.
When was that?
Just before noon.
You sure?
Positive I was about to leave for lunch.
Megan, what time did the board vote on Ridge's amendment?
The resolution was ratified at 12:10.
So Brooke was on the phone giving an order to Greg 10 minutes before her proxy was put into effect.
Looks that way.
Wait a minute. What is this?
It's obvious, isn't it? Brooke is not now, nor was she ever, incapacitated. She was functioning as the CEO of this company just minutes before this vote was taken.
No, that can't be true. This is a trick.
It's a fact. You had no right to vote on Brooke's behalf.
No, this is a ploy. This is a ploy. Jonathan, tell them we're not gonna stand for this. I am the CEO. I'm in charge of this company. I'm in charge. Jonathan, tell them. Jonathan, tell them. Jonathan, don't just sit there. Tell them. Tell them, damn it.